Hello friends, I'm Brian, and this is Gizmo Board Games. Today I'm going to do something different, something that I'm stealing from another creator on the old YouTube. I'm taking this idea from All You Can Board, so check them out. I'm going to try to remember to pop a thing up on the top here, linking to their page. If I remember, I should remember. I'm going to edit this here in a little while, get that out there. But yeah, it's their concept of if you had a strict budget of $20, $40, $60, $80, and $100, what would you buy right now at those price points or under that price point? I'm going to cheat on my last one and say for around $100, what would I get? So that's my one cheat. Otherwise, I'm going to get a game for under 20, under 40, under 60, and under 80, and then one, because if you're spending $100 anyway, you know, what's a few more to get that game that's going to cost that much more, because most games are easy to get, probably under $40, $50 anyway. That's about the average price point for a game. So I've got $20 to spend. Here's the game right now that I would buy if I had $20 to spend. And that game is Point Salad. I don't know a lot about Point Salad. I know it is a card game where you're trying to get as many points as you can. It's Point Salad. I really enjoy Euro games, and Point Salad is kind of the moniker given to Euro games. As you're playing the game, just trying to get points. You know, no matter what you do, you're just trying to collect points, and that's the gist of this game. But you're doing it with cards. So this will load up here. As you can see, there's a bunch of cards, and I don't know much about the game other than you're trying to collect the veggies, and certain collections give you certain points based on what they're worth. Again, I don't know a lot about it other than that basic premise. You're just trying to collect cards in certain ways to get certain points. It's a small box game that should play pretty easy. Shouldn't be a hard teach for anybody. I don't think. But you know, under $20, this is the game I think most interested in right now. If I could talk, I would go ahead and probably get this one and try it out. That is Point Salad, and that's my game that is $20 or less that I would purchase. All right, now let's double how much money I've got. I've got $40 in hand, and my thought right now, and you could get a lot of games for under $40. I'm not going to pretend like you can't. $60 is probably where you get 70% of games costing. Under $40, the one game I'm intrigued with right now is Gizmos. And obviously Gizmo Board Games, I should have Gizmos. I've never played it. I don't even know if I've seen it on a shelf before. But I'm interested in Gizmos, and it's right around that $40 mark. And Gizmos is an engine builder, and I really enjoy engine builders. And it's you're using marbles in the process. I don't know much about this game outside of that. You're building an engine, and you're using marbles, and you got this cool chute here for the marbles, and you're going to have your tableau built out with the various engine you're using your gizmos on. And that's a lot of what I know about it, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know a whole lot about it. But the things that intrigue me, again, is building the engine, and I'm curious how the marbles kind of play into that aspect. And what you do. I'm very intrigued by it, and obviously, if it's Gizmo Board Games, I should have Gizmos in my collection at some point, right? So that's the one that's intriguing me right now at the $40 price point. All right, next we're going to jump up to the $60 price point, and this is a game I know a lot about. I've had it on my radar for the last year or so that it's been out, and I almost bought it a month ago. I saw it on sale. But living in Germany, they wouldn't ship to me without just paying way more than the price point was worth. Even though I've got an APO, it was still going to cost me like $20 some to ship, which was not really worth it to me to save like the $10 I was going to save on it. But that game is The Adventures of Robin Hood, and I've seen this priced in between $40 and $60 at various places. The sale I saw it for, I think, was $35. So maybe I still should have got it. It just seemed like too much of a hassle for how much the shipping was going to end up costing me. But The Adventures of Robin Hood has intrigued me since I first heard about it, read about it. It's a game where you're going to play out Robin Hood and the merry men on a board, and the board is the living board. It's got doors you open, and it's got this big book right here. Let me pull this up. A storybook, and you're going to play through the story of Robin Hood, and the various things you do in the book are going to lead you to uncovering certain things on the board, or vice versa. And you're going to play it out kind of a legacy style, but not really. But as you go, you're going to build on your previous adventures, and you're going to play through the story of Robin Hood. And another thing I really am interested in about this is the way the movement works. You're going to line up the pieces, and they've all got different lengths of tails, for lack of a better word. And you're gonna lay them butt to butt to butt, and that's how far you can move. And if you move with all of them, then you're gonna get tired, and that's gonna come back potentially to hurt you later. A lot of interesting things about this game. I'm very intrigued by it. And here you see them taking off that specific door on the board, and then whatever happens will come out of the storybook, and for whatever they're playing. But I've been very interested in The Adventures of Robin Hood since I first heard about it, and it was German only at the beginning of last year or the end of 2020, whenever it first came out. But now there's the English copy, and I am excited to get my hands on it and to give it a try. It seems very interesting and different, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So that's my $60 game. All right, moving on to the $80 game, and that is going to be Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated. I have Clank. I have some expansion board modules, whatever you want to call it, for the base game of Clank. It's really enjoyable. You're just basically pressing your luck, going through the dungeon, trying to get a treasure and getting out of the dungeon before you get knocked out by the big bad that's down there, generally going to be a dragon. I'm interested to see how that works in a legacy game, because in the end it's a deck builder, and you're shopping for cards to put in your deck, and then you're going to play out your hand and do actions. And I'm curious how that changes with the legacy style, where you're going to be like marking the board and ripping up cards and adding cards. And I've heard kind of mixed reviews about it from people who have reviewers and whatnot. Most people seem to enjoy it, but others say it kind of slows down the Clank game because you don't get all the cards right away that you do get in the normal game. So I'm intrigued by it. If nothing else, it is in the Board Game Geek Top 100. So I know it's been well received for the most part. I'm just intrigued by it. I'm not going to click on all these pictures because it's a legacy game, and I don't want to get spoiled or throw spoilers on here. But you can see all the components kind of laid out in this picture. And I don't know. I'm just really curious to see how it plays. And my game group was talking about the last time we played Clank, that we're all kind of curious about it. So that's the $80 price mark. Should get you Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated. All right, and finally, the one I'm going to cheat on for around $100. I think I've seen it for 120-ish, but that's Nemesis. Nemesis really intrigues me because it's basically the movie Alien on a board game. So you're playing through. It's a semi-co-op, which is another type of game I really enjoy. I really enjoy when you're all working together, but maybe you're not. Someone might have nefarious intentions, but they might not. And everybody's got their own kind of goals they need to achieve. So that's always fun. You're not even against the group, but you're trying to make sure you complete your own goals. It's got all these really cool looking miniatures. It's got the hex-based board play. I'm not a lot sure how the game itself plays, but I am excited to play out the Alien movie if I got my hands on this. It just looks like it's a really neat game, and like I am just intrigued by the idea behind playing it out in a group, co-oping to try to get out alive, or maybe not. If you are working for the Alien, I imagine. So those are the 5 games I would purchase if I was given specific price points of $20, $40, $60, $80, and around $100 to buy any one game right now. Maybe I'll revisit this again. Thanks All You Can Board for the idea that I have now stolen and made my own for this specific video. But yeah, Dylan Carlo, I like your work, and I look forward to watching your videos, and hopefully I can do this again in the future. If you like this idea, let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you.